Hey guy, this is Danny from Into the Code with Danny, right? We're going to be going over some Comptia Security Plus tips. So as you can see, I hold all these certifications: A+, Net+, Sec+, CISA+, Project Plus, CAS+, CCNA, and bachelor's degree in Computer Information Technology. So topics we're going to be going over. I'm going to give you some advice on what books to read, video courses to take, practice questions to practice with, and flashcards. Now, it's important that when you're studying for the certification, you remember why you're doing it, okay? And a good motivation is to see the projected cybersecurity growth. As you can see, there's going to be a 164% growth in cybersecurity jobs. Now, I want you to take a look at this heat map here. And if you live in the United States, you can see where cybersecurity jobs are in the most demand. Okay, here in Southern California, there's a lot of military bases, a lot of corporate headquarters. So there's real need for your cybersecurity professionals. However, there's a large and competitive workforce. And pay is going to be the main motivator for getting your Security Plus. The average cybersecurity analyst makes approximately $81,000 a year as of 2017. And I'm pretty sure that number has grown since then, okay? So now that you have some motivation, let's talk about which books you should read. I highly recommend the book on the left. That's the Comptia Security Plus, Get Certified, Get Ahead by Daryl Gibson. It's the holy grail of Sec Plus books. And it's also entertaining. He makes reference to The Simpsons. Now, this is just one of those things where, you want your book to be somewhat entertaining. Okay, this material is pretty dry, and I'd say it's like reading a mattress manual. Like you can fall asleep very easily reading these books, so you want something that's engaging. Right. Secondly, I would recommend the all-in-one Comptia Security Plus study guide by Mike Myers and his team at Total Seminars. Now, I'm not getting paid to say any of this, by the way. I just think these are really great books, and I actually read all three of these when I was studying for my Sec Plus. It's also very entertaining. And third comes in at is the Cybex Comptia Security Plus study guide. Now, this book is dry, I'll be honest with you, but it's a good read. So when I was studying for the Sec Plus, I just locked myself in a room with minimal human contact and just read all three of these books. And I also read this one. So this is the Exam Cram Comptia Security Plus study guide. Now, funny story about this one, actually. So the first exam I ever failed was the Security Plus. Okay. And when I failed that exam, I really had to reevaluate my study strategy. Okay. Now, looking back, the day before I took the exam, I had stayed up all night trying to cram as much information as I could. And I was trying to read this book, I didn't get any sleep. So I showed up to the testing facility the next day and I was extremely tired. I had a Monster Energy drink in my hand. The only reason I was awake was because I had drank that Monster Energy drink, to be honest. And also, I was trying to read this book in my car. So that was a bad move. Okay, don't do that. So again, after I failed, I reevaluated my strategy. And since then, I haven't failed an exam. I actually read all 3 of those books. And I did some other things, which I'm going to talk about. Also, I want you to take in mind that when you're reading these books, some are better at breaking down complex topics than others. So that's why you want to read multiple books. Now, take in mind, it may not be your ability to learn that's the issue, but it's for the ability of the books to teach the content, right? So if the books aren't clarifying these complex topics, then you're going to be confused. So you've got to attack it from a different angle and read a different book, right? Now, practice tests. So as you're studying, you have to measure your progress. And the way to do that is take practice tests. Now, when I first take a practice test, I usually score around 60%, okay? And as time goes by and I'm reading more books, I'm watching video courses, I'm studying my flashcards, you'll see that 60% go to 70, 80, and then 90. And then, then I feel pretty confident. I'll book the exam and I'll prepare for it. Now, I do recommend the Comptia Security Plus practice test by Cybex. It's pretty good, but these questions are pretty challenging. So I only went through half this book and then I ended up taking the actual exam. And I'd say these practice questions are pretty good. But like I mentioned, extremely challenging. All right. Next, video courses. I highly recommend Professor Messer's YouTube course. It's free. So if you're on a budget, it's perfect, right? Now, he also sells a training study guide. I highly recommend you get that because I actually read it and went over it just before I took the exam, just to jog my memory, right? So his great video course and study guide. I think the study guide was like $10. All right. Now, Udemy sells the tool seminars, Comptia Security Plus certification videos. I would buy it whenever it's on sale. I don't recommend spending $100 on Udemy courses because we know that their prices fluctuate. So whenever you can get it on sale, I'd recommend getting it. Otherwise, I wouldn't shell out $100 for it. Now, flashcards. For every exam I've ever studied, I've always had a whole stack of flashcards like the one you see in this image. Okay. And you can utilize flashcards for the cryptography domain, right? You just have to memorize some of this information. So flashcards are the way to do it. IT Pro TV has some excellent labs. Highly recommend them. Now, all this may seem like overkill, right? But I haven't failed an exam since I first failed a Security Plus about 3.5 years ago, okay? So whenever you're studying for these exams, try to read the books that I just mentioned, the video courses, and the flashcards, okay? That will increase your possibility of success. Also, give yourself a deadline. Usually it should take about 3 to 6 months to achieve a certification. If it takes longer than that, then you might want to reevaluate your strategy. Now, thank you for watching. I wish you the best of luck. Please subscribe and like this video, as it motivates me to create more content. I'm actually planning to create a video on the Net Plus, Sec Plus. Well, we've already done one, but another one that goes a little more in depth. These CISA Plus, CAS Plus, and CCNA. So if you like videos on those exams, please like and subscribe. No, wish you the best of luck.